All right. Guten howdy, everybody. It's the Fritz coming at you with another episode in the Hex. Last time we finally got a good ways into the story, and I think we got at a conclusion, at least to the first mystery about a murderer and the murdered. But now we're about to embark on the rest of the story. So let's re-enter the Six Pine Inn. Or at the very least, we're going to see the memories of the walking simulator character. Apparently he was a silent protagonist. Oh, well, he had feet. Oh. I can only deviate so far from the path.
This is Lionel Snell. If you're hearing this, it's because you turned on the developer commentary for my latest game, my magnum opus really, called Walk.
Just walk. So I can't remember, is Lionel the one that made all the other games? I think he was the one that made the Shrew game, I believe. Yeah. Click. Oh.
The scene you're looking at is a model of my childhood bedroom. This right here is where Super Weasel Kid was conceived. Take it in. And that's Mr. Shrew. The two always made little squeaks and chirps at each other. I like to imagine they were talking. Shrewd would be this wise parental figure giving advice to Weasel Kid.
So there's the weasel.
That weasel was my favorite pet. I called him, you guessed it, Weasel Kid.
So he based the games off of his childhood pets. I mean, that makes sense.
One of my favorite games at that age was Cooking Granny. I thought Chef Bryce was the coolest. You know how that turned out.
So he didn't make Cooking Granny at the very least, or the fighting game. Or he did make the fighting game. Alright, nothing left for it, I guess, but to look at the computer.
My original plan for Walk was to have it be an almost non-interactive experience. Just allow the player to explore and contemplate. I did some market research though, and well, that kind of game was falling out of vogue. Not much money in it, so I jammed in some real gameplay. I thought that since this is about my life as a developer, why not show the player what it's like to make a game? I mean, this is like a way dumbed down version of the stuff I do, but to the average gamer, it's a challenge.
Super Weasel Kid's looking a little worse for wear. Am I supposed to drag this? Ah. Doot 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 cling. Click.
I remember when I first got the jumping code right and hooked it up to a keyboard button. That dopamine rush electrified my childhood brain.
Hey there. I'm the GameWorks assistant, but you can call me Irving. Looks like you need a little help adding enemies to your game. I've got you covered, pal.
Irving came as part of the GameWorks package. I was a little hesitant about using an AI at first, but he became really helpful. It didn't take long to realize how much I depended on Irving. He assured me that it was easy for him to come up with enemies and non-player characters for me, so I let him do his job.
Alright, alright. We'll tie the jump command to Super Weasel Kid. And the forward momentum button. And then move that way. And tie it to Super Weasel Kid. Oh, and just switch these up a little bit and go. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Irving told me we couldn't get the original Super Weasel Kid for walk. Something about losing the files. Kind of a shame, I guess.
Huh. Irving was playing our little friend. Oh, okay. Whoop, bloop, 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 bloop. Bloop, 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 bloop. Bloop, 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 bloop. This must be the jump command. Okay, fine. Hoop, hoop. Aha. So I've got to tie. I've already killed Goomba 1. Now. No. I didn't want to go back to him. Dagnabbit. Up, over, down, and Super Weasel Kid. Haha.
The success of Super Weasel Kid paralyzed me. I tried starting a few different games, but I kept comparing them to my big hit. What would people think if I put out something that was worse? That I had just gotten lucky the first time? That I'm a one-trick pony? Eventually, I settled on making a sequel. Super Weasel Kid, Radical Road.
Hi, Super Weasel Kid.
Mr. Shrewd was getting older, both
Mr.
in Radical
Shrewd.
Road and real life. The older I got, though, the less I really cared.
Aw. Poor Mr. Shrewd. Still got dirty laundry all over the place, I see. But the tree's grown up pretty nicely. Alright, next
I'd been playing
part.
a lot of fighting games at that age. I always loved those. I wanted to make one, but I wasn't quite as talented as I would become. So that's why I just had to add combat to Radical Road. Beat the shit out of that Grunda. The critics really came down on me for that part. It left me feeling like I had no idea what people wanted.
There's Sarsaparilla.
Radical Road was met with mixed reviews, and it made me panic. I resolved to put away Super Weasel Kid forever and try something new.
Huh.
To top it off,
I got a new computer.
died.
Aw, Mr. Shrewd.
Mr. Shrewd was long dead at this point. Shrews just don't live that long. Weasel Kid actually escaped, if you can believe it. I took him outside one time, and he slipped out of my hands and ran into my neighbor's rose garden. I searched for hours, but the garden was pretty big, and the thorns were painful.
Oh no, lost his weasel. Lost the weasel. Alright. But a nice new computer.
I get emails once in a while, people asking to make deals, wanting to capitalize on my IP. It had been a couple of years now since Radical Road, and one day I just said, fuck it, fine. I sold the franchise to the highest bidder.
Transfer of Intellectual Property Agreement. The Transfer of Intellectual Property Agreement is made between Game Funa, our favorite, assignee, and Lionel Snill, assignor, in consideration of the mutual promises and covenants containing the agreement. The party agrees as follows. Definitions. 1.1. A signed policy. Signed property means the property listed as Exhibit A and all intellectual property and intellectual property rights forming part of, embodied in, or necessary for the use of the property. 1.2. Intellectual property means all technology and intellectual property, regardless of form, including with or without limitation, published, unpublished works of authorship, including without limitation, audiovisual works, collective works, computer programs, compilations, databases, derivative works, literary works, mask works, and sounding recordings, works of authorship, inventions and discoveries, including without limitation, articles of manufacture, business, compositions of matter, improvement, machines, methods, processes, and new uses of any of the preceding items, inventions, words, names, symbol derivatives, designs, and other design designations and combinations of the preceding items, used to identify or distinguish a business, good, group, product, or service, or to indicate a form of certification, including without limitation, logos, product designs, and product features, trademarks, and information that is not generally known to readily available, ascertainable through proper means, whereby tangible or intangible, including without limitation, algorithms, customer lists, ideas, designs, formulas, know-how, methods, processes, programs, prototype systems, and techniques, confidential information. Intellectual 1.3. Intellectual property rights means all rights in arising out of or associated with intellectual property in any jurisdiction, including without limitation rights in arising of associated works of authorship, including without limitation copyrights in mask works and databases, rights granted under Copyright Act, copyrights, rights in arising out of or associated inventions, including without limitation rights granted under Patent Act, patent rights in arising out of or associated with trademarks, including without limitation rights granted under Lanham Act, trademark rights, rights in arising out of or associated with confidential information, including without limitation rights guaranteed under the Uniform Trade Secret rights, rights in arising out of or associated with all persons' name, voice, signature, photograph, or likeness, including without limitation rights of personality, privacy, and publicly personality rights, rights of attribution, integrity, and other moral rights or other moral rights. Rights in arising out of or associated with the domain names, domain name rights. It's just a long document. Pretty lawyery. No. Lou Natas, CEO of Game Funa. Lou Natas, the artist.
When I saw
Lionel
the
Snow.
Weasel Kid, I felt a little part of myself die.
Mm-hmm.
But I was 18 years old and loaded. It was actually one of the best years of my life.
Hey, make some money. I mean, they may have ruined Super Weasel Kid, but you can make something better, right, Lionel?
The next scene is based on my foray into larger scale game development. The plan, make a fighting game. Not everyone remembers, but just jump a little bit higher. You're almost there. Anyways, as I was saying, I don't get nearly enough credit for starting one of the most popular fighting game franchises in history.
So he did have something to do with the fighting game.
It's a beauty, isn't it? I put my weasel bucks to use and bought this place with cash. Then I hired a team. I hired my childhood friend Carla to work at my new studio. She was halfway through a degree in computer science, but I offered her a huge salary. Hard to say no to that.
Yeah. I wouldn't say no to a huge salary. Oh, it's the eye.
I bought the rights for my favorite game character. That is, my favorite character I hadn't made myself. Integrating Bryce into Combat Arena was harder than I thought. I had a lot of help from Irving. Carla's first order of business was to tell me that I had designed too many male characters. I tried to tell her that Steambot Willie was genderless, but she insisted. So I created Chandrell while she worked on Sato. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Ever since Carla created Sato, I get these weird, annoying bugs in my games. And I'm still getting them in Walk.
Aha. So his little friend is the one who created Sato.
I'm not exactly sure what Carla did while she was creating this video. She told me some mumbo jumbo about pushing GameWorks to its limits. The character was eerie, to say the least.
Yeah, they are a bit eerie. Guessing Sato's going to make a bit of an appearance. Oh. Is there other IP on here? What else can I get into? Aha. The faceless one. I see. Ooh, nope. Alright, I've got two.
Look at that door. That's exactly what it looked like in real life. Solid teak, hand-carved, gold nameplate. I was hiring people who were twice my age. had to make sure they understood who was in charge.
Yeah, gotta know who's in charge. Hi, Chandrell.
Making Combat Arena gave me my first glimpse into, well, to be frank, the stupidity and immaturity of gamers. Every damn day, we got complaints about how this or that character was overpowered, underpowered, too boring. Ugh, I never wanted to work on a fighting game again.
Fight!
Maybe maniacal, but I'm not fighting a guy with no moves assigned. Okay. Strike. Alright. Fine. Maniacus. Am I supposed to do something to save him? Huh. Ah. Ha. Ha ha. Steamboat was so overpowered. Oh fucking gosh. If Willie doesn't get a nerf, I'm quitting the beta and never buying the game. Make Steamboat Willie less powerful. Okay. Boop. Made him less powerful. Ha ha. Supposed to make him even less powerful? I guess maybe I'm supposed to make him equally as powerful? Try that. I guess I'm supposed to make him less powerful than Maniacus. My character, Steamboat Willie, made him trash. I want to play Willie again. Make Steamboat Willie better. Okay. Link these two together? Aha. Ah. Boom. I sort of made it better. Okay, okay, fine. I'll let him block.
I have to admit, though, coding the punches and kicks was everything I had hoped it would be. I'd sit in my office for hours just watching these characters go to town on each other.
I keep playing against Steamboat Willie and he always wins. Like every team. You can have block ability. That's OP. Blocking is too good. Replace it. Ah, so now I'm supposed to get him to say expletives. Steamboat Willie is so boring. Give Steamboat Willie the ultimate move. Hello, Irving. Oh my. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. I got rid of that, but now what do I do with this? I guess I can link that together. But now I've got a bunch of bugs. I guess that's the thing. Boop, boop. Banned. Sorry, pal.
Ugh, God, it was such a relief to ship that game. I hated it by the end. But since my fingers had touched it, it turned to gold. I still had my contract with Game Funa, so I sold the franchise for another boatload of cash.
I found the error. Have I learned the error of my ways? No.
Now that my studio was bigger, richer, unstoppable, it was time to take on something huge. An epic fantasy adventure that only a studio like mine could accomplish. This is when I made Secrets of Legendaria.
Well, Secrets of Legendaria. Check all these computers again. Make sure there's nothing hidden. Nope, I already got that one. Wait a minute. Did he make inscription? New York. uncle. That's me. Lionel uses me to provide petty wisdom and cheap secrets. But I've got some real wisdom for you. I've hidden some other cards around here. If you find any, come and see me for a reading. The error. I should say she causes errors. Her creation was very intentional. Her powers extend far beyond a mere player character, if only they were guided by any discernible motive. That is, any motive other than gleefully creating chaos. Yeah, that seems to be about right. The janitor. Ah, the janitor. Malevolent, unfeeling, something not right with him. An answering loyalty to his master must be hard-coated. The Faceless. That's you. You walk through the life of the developer, yet you are not him. You go through the motions, yet you never receive the praise, the glory. Unseen and unappreciated, does it make you resentful? If you find any other cards, come and see me for a reading. Aha.
I had been pushing the team really hard to finish the game, but see? I rewarded them sometimes.
Yes, you did, apparently. Maybe a little too much.
I put everything into that game. I hired the best programmers, the best designers. I burned through my fortune fast. But this game was going to be epic, goddammit. I paid the biggest gaming streamer to play it live, with hundreds of thousands watching.
Where's that damn mechanic? Try this.
Yeah, you like that switch mechanic? Pretty cool, huh? Still got it.
Woof, not again. I said I was done with this stuff after the last two. Hey, Irving, I don't want to be in this stupid puzzle game. And how are you holding up, Faceless Joe? Dull, I figured. I'm guessing I have to fight that slime. You'll have to solve some brilliant puzzle to open the gate. Shush. Shush, phone, shush. Open gate. It makes sense that they'd choose me for this game. Chandral's gone. Also Lazarus. Valimar too. And all they've got left in town is the town mechanic. Woof. Here we go. A tough slime was there. Haven't been decompressed in a while. Cool. Gonna need some spells, huh? Alright. Oh. Uh. Oh, I see. I see. Hit one enemy. Fire missile. Kaboom. Ow. Fire missile. Fire missile. Woof, that's one tough slime. I'm gonna need some more mana. Ooh, okay. Oh no, I need that switch on. Oh, no, I don't. I need that switch off so I can go and... What? Oh, I guess I can just go straight across. Nope, can't go straight across. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Ha, I see. I need to connect you. I need to connect you to turn that on. And then I need to connect to the green one here and then go straight up. No. Oh, right. Oh dear. Hmm. Oh, that stays connected. Cool. Mana wave on myself. Hooray. Fire missile. Boom. Oof. Fire missile. Boom. Rebecca gained 50 experience. Hooray. Rebecca is now level 2.
The stream had been going alright with the odd hitch or two, but things took a terrible turn for the worst right at the end. It was chaos.
Everything is going wrong. Whatever that is, it might need it. Ooh, critical boost. Nice fight. Over. Hit purple. And then hit up. Come on. Hit blue. And then hit crit boost. myself. Haha. Let's see. Let's turn this to a hit all. Ow. Ow. No. Ugh. Woof. That's it for me. I bet you could have beaten it, though.
Secrets of Legendaria bombed. Carla had left bugs in there intentionally to sabotage me. It must have been that, because everything went wrong. And everyone saw it live. The game had no hope of recouping costs, so I took funds from the severance packages and ran. I couldn't even afford my apartment anymore. I moved south to find some cheaper real estate.
Stuck on a couch now.
Living in the desert was a miserable experience. I blasted the AC all day, but I was somehow always sweating. I started working on Wasteworld here. It was supposed to be my great comeback. I would wake up, sit in front of my computer, and just stare at the screen with my hands beside the keyboard. After about an hour of that, I'd blow off the rest of the day playing some online game. Sure, I'd sometimes accomplish something, but then I'd reward myself with some social media time and would wind up reading articles about myself. They weren't kind to me. I never finished Wasteworld. I wanted this area of walk to reflect that experience, so I left it half finished. That also saved me some development time.
Oh. I didn't fully explore that.
The heat of that godforsaken place. Most days it kept me inside. Somehow, the more I needed to finish that game, the more I avoided doing it. My parents would call every once in a while to ask how it was going, but I'd just lie.
Aha. Ha ha ha.
The final straw was those idiotic modders. They took my half-finished game and made a goddamn mockery of it. Aliens in a post-apocalyptic Wild West. It made no sense. If I couldn't finish the game myself, I sure as hell wasn't going to let them do it for me. Just what I needed to bring those lowlives to task. Those gormless basement dwellers were going to pay every temp.
Oh. He goes on like that for a while. You must be tired of hearing that voice. We're mere pawns to him, but you can change that. Listen to me. This is important. When you see a door of light, walk back to whence you came and look to your right. Now, let's see how far I can skip you forward.
And that's how I programmed the blood particles. I think it really contributed to the visceral pleasure of Vicious Galaxy 2, making it the obvious standout in the series. My only gripe with the game was the designs of the characters. They're too old. Everyone wanted the same boring space marine from Vicious Galaxy. Eventually, I got my wish. There was some sort of breach within GameWorks, and I locked whatever it was. I had to create a new squad of player characters from scratch after that. Everything got weird after that breach. It told me I might be in danger. Danger from what?
Oh, let's go further down.
And now we find ourselves at the climax of Walk. The player has to use everything they've learned to solve the ultimate puzzle and arm the bomb. Go on, you can do it.
Battery 1. Ooh. Hey. Yep.
This probably looks daunting. Switches, those creepy eye things, and a splitter all in one puzzle. But it's the last one, I promise.
Okay. I have to get to the blue though. Green's turned on. Ha. And Oh no. Where do I go? Hmm. Hmm. Oh no. That frees me up to do this. I see. Hmm. Well, I gotta switch the green over so I can get the orange back in place, I guess. Hmm. Ah. Hmm. This puzzle. Hmm. Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay. The blue hooked back up. Unhook that for what it does. Okay. Hmm. I am smarter than Barrel. Apparently not. I have to shut down the. I have to shut down orange. And I gotta shut down blue. In order to shut down green, apparently. No, I need green. Aha! Ha 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 ha. There we go. Whew. I'm excellent at puzzles. What do you mean?
You know, I had to lower the difficulty of that puzzle like 10 times before the average player could solve it.
Oh, thanks.
You figured it out.
Thanks, Lionel.
Yay.
I win. Hooray.
And that brings us to the present. Well, I should say, the near future. The other indie games coming out right now are crap, so Walk is a shoo-in for Game of the Year. This scene is a little glimpse into what's to come.
No.
The end. Thanks for playing, I guess. At this point, you just have to walk toward the white door frame and the credits roll. And, hey, I'm glad you turned on the developer commentary. I hope my story was as much an inspiration to you as it is to me. This is Lionel Snill, signing off. Did you get all that?
That was Lionel Snill. A Walk. Game by Lionel Still. Create Lionel Snill. Producer Lou Natus. CEO of Game Funa. Marketing Darsh McMillan. Game Funa. Localization lead Ellen Schwarzkopf. Game Funa. Community manager Darius Rowdy. Game Funa. Developer relations Hilda Nguyen. Game Funa. Playtesters Adina Mathia, Shibuya, Holmiger, Papyro, Samor, Abinagero, Bryce Shark. I'm missing them all. Copyright Lionel Snill and Game Funa, created with GameWorks 5.6.6F. Walk in the park. What? It shut down the game. Lionel, what have you done? Aha.
And that brings us to the present. Well, I should say, the near
I
future.
see. So when I
The
saw
other
the
indie
door,
games
instead of
coming
going
out
through the door, I was supposed to
So-
go to the right of the door. I said right? This is left. I thought it said go right. Hey, buddy. Where'd you go? My knee. Do 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 do. Ah, Root Beer Tender was his first game. Ah. Uh-oh. It's closing time, Reginald. That can't be. It's not even dark yet. Closing time for... You must be mistaken. Lionel loves fruit beer, and he loves me. Lionel wants this. I won't leave. Very well. Lionel wants this. Oh. That's why Reginald is in a wheelchair. Hi, Lionel. Or hi, Reginald. Does Lionel actually want this? Or he just wanted to forget about his first game? Ooh. I see. You've seen it all now, haven't you? And you understand why we are gathered here. You have an important role to play in this, so I hope you're ready. My loyal patrons, tonight we are all killers. This is my only way out. I'd like this to be my final KO. As per our agreement. This'll take me to Rocky, alright? From Mr. Shrewd. Go on, it's your turn. The hex has been opened. I must thank you for your help. The ritual was incomplete without a player, and I do hope you enjoyed your time here at the Six Pint. Your patronage is valued highly. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's time for me to meet my maker. Hi, Lionel. Oh, Lionel? He didn't want that. Oh, bye, Lionel. Ugh. Am I complicit? Well, I suppose we found out what the real murder was. Well, games fighting back against their creator. Interesting. They just needed me to get them to do it for them. I guess that is the hex. But I don't know that Lionel really was actually the one who... He didn't really want... He wanted to hide his original game. He might not have been proud of it because, of course, you're always kind of embarrassed of one of the first things you make or you create or you try to do. But it's part of what lets you grow. I think that the Irving may have taken matters into his own hands to help bury root beer game. Root beer tender, was it? But I don't think Lionel was complicit in that. I think that Irving took matters into his own hands. And unfortunately, I think we might have been complicit in the murder of Mr. Lionel Snills. Even if he wasn't one of the nicest of people. Although, as far as to his characters at the very least. Ah, whiz through these real quick. See if there's a light at the end of this tunnel here. Unity 5G. Oh. Hi, Lionel. Oh. We let the glitch out. Oh. It closed the game again. Huh. Well, I wonder what happens if I open the game again. Since the glitch was released. I guess I should have probably grabbed the battery before I went into all this. I was hoping I would be able to go back. I should have grabbed one of the batteries and went back and put it in the portal that was inside of the building. Uh-huh. Ah, I have a chance. Although I still don't have a headlamp. So I can't open up that final... Oh. Huh. Interesting. Not exactly sure what I'm supposed to do with that information. Well, I suppose none of us are really surprised that Lionel was the killer, considering that was his job, after all. Can I have one of these headlamps, please? Well. That's probably why Lazarus was wanted. He wasn't the first he killed. Yes, yes. So it would seem. Ooh. Well, unfortunately, I think I have actually come to the end of this adventure. The rest of the secrets, I think, I'll have to just go ahead and find on my own, since looks like I'm going to have to go and backtrack a little bit just to get some achievements and the like. But I think that's going to do it for the Hex. Obviously, we've done in poor Lionel, but we have released the glitch into the world. But maybe that's going to be part of a future game from Mr. Mullins. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this game as much as I have. And until the next time, that's going to be the Fritz. Out.